Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm a little warm in here today. Our windows at the front always give us kind of a greenhouse effect in the afternoon. So if I look a little pink, yes, it's because I'm having fun, but also because it's a little warm in here. But that's okay, because we got some hot things to share with you today. And guess what? I am flying solo today. And Darlene had an appointment. Matt's at home. The rest of the team are off today. So you get this face for the next hour. Hello, everyone. As you're tuning in, I see lots of people from YouTube. If you are joining from Facebook, please do join in as well. I can't stop and check and make sure it's live, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Matt and Darlene, if you are watching from the other side, just let me know if Facebook is connected. I had trouble when I was setting up the broadcast this morning, and technology can always be fun. So good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Just going to tilt my little camera just a smidgen there. And who is ready for a jam-packed hour of new goodies? I will give you a heads up that it is a lot of paper. So if you've been waiting for some beautiful, fresh new paper to cut into, today is the day for you. But we do have some stamps and dies. We do have embossing folders. And tomorrow is Lawn Fawn release. So I can show you some samples, little teeny tiny sneak peek, but I can't show you any actual product. You will see that tomorrow. It is my goal to do a live when I come in. I am on the closing shift tomorrow, so I'll be in around noon, and I will do a reveal of the Lawn Fawn stuff. But I've been posting lots of sneak peeks. Hopefully you have caught onto those. And if you are a Lawn Fawn aficionado, then you've seen all the things already. So there won't be too many surprises at midnight when Lawn Fawn goes live. All right, who is ready to dig in? I am going to switch over to my desktop camera. Fingers crossed that it's gonna connect. There we go. Fantastic. And I am starting off with Doodlebug. Doodlebug, we have actually had this on pre-sale for a few weeks now. I think we launched it on National Scrapbooking Day, as a get things rolling, but the product just arrived. I believe Darlene said on Thursday last week. So it's actually here. And if you did do pre-orders, those have all been filled and sent or made ready for pickup. So those are on your way. This is the Color Me Crafty line from Doodlebug. The previous crafty line from them has been super popular over the years, and it's nice to have something new and fresh. But know that if you have the stuff from before, I think it was called Cute and Crafty. The colors will mix and match, and you can use them interchangeably. Here's a peek at the stickers. Lots of crafty friends in this one, which is something that's a little bit different for Doodlebug. They're usually the little critters like Lawn Fawn, but this one is really neat with those people. And there's borders. There's this one here with all the things like the camera and the glue gun and the scissors, and of course coffee, because what is crafting without coffee? So this is the collection pack. We did not bring in single sheets for this one, figuring that if you wanted a little bit, you wanted it all. And so we've got the full collection pack here available. We have the coordinating solids. Look at all that beautiful rainbow of color. And then we have the petite prints as well. Little flowers, kind of a grid, polka dots, plaids, more flowers, all kinds of fun stuff to go with that. Donna saying all good on Facebook. Thank you, Donna, for letting me know that. It's always good to make sure it's getting through on the airwaves. What else comes with or is coordinating with this Color Me Crafty? Wow. We have 3 different ephemera packs. as Doodlebug often does. There is the bits and pieces, which looks like lots of flowers. It's got some little pockets, which are cute. I love the little clipboard, cameras, and all kinds of brightly colored items that go with it. I believe bits and pieces are fairly new for Doodlebug. Not to be confused with the bits and pieces from Simple Stories, but just lots of extras. Look at this little Stanley mug as well. Super, super cute. 71 pieces in that pack. Then we have the odds and ends, which is the original version. This is what Doodlebug has had for years and years for their ephemera pack. And it really just looks like more of the bits and pieces. The pieces are a little bit bigger. Gives you a little bit more to work with. Look at this cute little tool caddy. And again, people, all our crafty friends can be represented in our projects here. A little wagon. How many of you have one of these folding wagons? I know that they were a really hot ticket for a while. There's a luggage cart. This could also work well with, a rolling cart that somebody designed. This would be lots of fun. And then there is the chit chat. So chit chat are predominantly words. We've got things like table mates, colorful crop, handmade, scrapbooking, I love color. Some smaller ones over here. Let's see if I can read them. Crafty girl, craft curator, look what I made, just add glitter. Some other little icons over here and a few more people for your collection. So those are the die cuts and ephemera bits. We have the mini icon stickers. Now we did also order the 6x12 regular icons, but they didn't come. Not sure if Doodlebug was sold out or what happened, but we did not get them, so we will not be getting them. They've just been removed from our order. So if you want icon stickers, then the mini ones are the best bet for you. There are 3 sheets in here, and they're all different, but lots and lots of goodies to choose from. There are also puffy stickers, besties, sweet, hello, memory, scrapbooking, love this life, best time ever. And there is the 6x8 paper pad. I love, love, love the fact that Doodlebug has been moving to the 6x8 format as opposed to the 6x6. For those of you who like to make albums, mini albums that is, or just want a little bit more paper, the 6x8 is perfect. Now they are scaled down versions of the 12x12, so you will get a smaller print. So this would be fantastic for card making. And I kind of think this one's maybe going to go over here into the sherry pile before I leave today. Shaker bits, little buttons, because you can't be crafty without some fun little buttons. Those will be good for shakers. Or if you are just super creative, you could just put a little dab of glue on your project, drop a button into place, and use it like an embellishment. And then last, but certainly not least, is the ever popular Doodle Pops. And some of these are older, that they brought back from the Cute and Crafty line. Some of them are reimagined and some of them are brand new. We've got the little paint palette. I'm going to save this one to last. Here are your people. There's a little typewriter. Of course, cameras for documenting all of our memories. We've got the little tool caddy with the scissors and the X-Acto knife and the washi tape. I think Doodlebug knows us crafters pretty well. There is a Polaroid camera to go over here with this camera. Who recognizes something like this? This is a car full of, with little bags on the top to carry all your goodies to your retreat. Let's go. It's called Girls Getaway is the name of the Doodle Pop. So it's very, very fitting. And of course, I've saved my favorite for last. There is already one in my basket to take home. And that is the green craft caddy. Love that it's green. It's got little foam squares. It's got an X-Acto knife. It's got scissors, glue pen. Just needs a little PCW logo on here and we would be all set. So this is the Color Me Crafty line from Doodlebug, and it's a bright and cheerful way for us to start our what's new for today. All right. I'm trying to keep organized here so that everything can get put away properly, but also don't want to spill things. I got drinks kind of all over here. What next? How about some Echo Park next? This also came in on Thursday last week, so maybe it came in on Wednesday, but it was after Darlene did the live early in the morning on Wednesday. And you know what? Let's give a round of applause to Darlene and Sue and Simon and Tanya, who held down the fort for us while we were away. So very grateful to have such an amazing team that we could just go away and disconnect and come back and just pick up right where we left off. So thank you to the team. What have we got here? Let me make some room. All right, it is just barely off camera, but we are good. So for our cat lovers, who are you out there? How many of you out there have kitty cats? And I say that because this collection is a cat lovers line. Not sure why they didn't do a dog lover. Might be coming in a future release. I'm not too sure. But cat lovers, maybe jot a comment and say, tell us what your cat's name is. I don't know if Janet is watching. I think it was a new cat that she got that she says is the most loved cat in all of Scarborough. So shout out to her kitty cat and to all of your furry friends. If you are looking to document your kitty cat's hijinks, this Cat Lovers collection is really cute. I love the faces on this paper here. It is really super cute. And they're not just cartoony, they have a real lifelike quality to it. So that's really fun. Again, just collection packs for these guys. Coordinating solids. If you want to make some kitty cat cards, we've got the 6x6 paper, or maybe if you saw my Learning Live last night, I did a little mini folio using card kits. You could supplement with some kitty cat paper and make a brag book about your fur baby. And then we have frames and tags and ephemera. We'll just hold that up. So little journaling spots, some little banners. A cat leaves paw prints on your heart. And then the frames and tags are just what it says, frames and tags and extra little embellishments to go with that. And then there's one more piece that we got for this collection that my wheels are already turning, and that is this adorable cat stencil. For whatever reason, and maybe because my cat, when he was still with us, was a black cat, I immediately jumped to Halloween and thought this would be, you could create a really spooky background and put these cats on your project with this stencil. So I thought that was really cute. So that is the Cat Lover line from Echo Park. We'll go this way. Next up, and Matt and I were actually just talking about this, coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend, is the Strawberry Festival here in Stouffville. I believe it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and lots of fun activities. We've actually never been because they usually hold it over Canada Day weekend, but with Canada Day being in the middle of the week, they're going to hold it the weekend before. Sorry, lost my train of thought there for a second. So, Strawberry Fields would be a perfect paper line to document, your fun strawberry, not Strawberry Day, maybe. I don't know, I've already lost the name of it. But you could do picnics, you could come do some strawberry things. Also heard that Reese's, which is the local farm market here in town, they've got their first batch of strawberries out of the field. If they're still open, I may have to stop on my way home. But this is really cute. This would also have been fun if we had gone to Strawberry Fields in England when we were there, but we didn't. So maybe I'll save this for another time. Anyways, there is the collection pack. There is the solids that coordinate. You could make some adorable strawberry themed cards here with the 6x6 pad. And we have the frames and tags. Just a little sneaky peek there, as well as the ephemera. Don't forget to blossom. That's a really nice, encouraging message. Life is sweet. Thank you very much. Dream big and sprinkle kindness everywhere. So some just really pretty, encouraging sentiments there. Sue actually took this collection home and did a really gorgeous one-page layout that I think would really inspire lots of people. So she used a deckled stitched die to do her photo spots, but just you could keep it really simple. And those colors, as much as you might look at it and say red and green, isn't that Christmas? I think these little strawberries and that pink background really take it out of Christmas. I didn't even really think about Christmas when I first saw this, and it just make sweet. I just think strawberries, and I think about biting into a fresh strawberry right out of field, and I think this is adorable. And if you were going to do a 2-page layout, for me, the easiest thing to do is just do a mirror image. So you could make this the right page, do a left page that was the 2 large ones and the 2 small ones, and just mirror that. But you could really easily extend that into a 2-page layout. So huge thank you to Sue. Gorgeous layout as always. Sue is really I don't want to say come a long way, because that doesn't sound right, but I have seen a real growth in her creative, and absolutely love what she does. So thank you, Sue, for that layout. And then last but not least, from Echo Park, we have a collection called Flower Shop. We've gone from those bright reds to these gorgeous blues. And ironically, earlier in this year, I went to a bridal shower, and just last month went to a wedding where hydrangeas were the theme, the flowers. And I kind of wish this paper pack had come out earlier, because I think it would have made a really beautiful card, beautiful memory set for the bride and groom. But there's always next time. So this is Flower Shop with, the truck with the flowers, the hydrangeas, the little tote bags with the hydrangeas, in the mason jars, and some really great solids to go with it. Here is the sticker pack, or sticker sheet, I guess, that goes with that. The solids, I think you almost have to add on, because the colors are just stunning. And that blue, these blues are going to be very difficult to match. So don't worry about matching, just grab that solids pack to go with it. There is a beautiful 6x6 pad to go with it. And as always with Echo Park, as I've shown you with the last 2 collections, we've got the ephemera, one moment at a time with you. Some great little sentiments. And then we've got the frames and tags. So there you go. Those are 3 brand new collections from Echo Park. I told you there's going to be lots of paper. But these are just bright and cheerful, and still in that spring, early summer vibe for our crafting. Okay, put this bin aside. Let's switch to some stamps and dies. All right, so first and foremost, I promised you a Lawn Fawn sneak peek. We've had strawberries, we've had hydrangeas, and now we have lemons. And I'm not going to talk too much about this. I'm just going to kind of share these beautiful samples that Lawn Fawn sends to us. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. It'll be a bit of an impromptu live as I unveil the Lawn Fawn release. Oh my goodness, could you imagine a wobbler behind his head so that his little bee head goes wibble wobble, wibble wobble? And I know there's going to be many a squeal over this one. Look at the crown. Isn't that adorable? And then just do a quick pass with this guy. So I'm going to put these aside and make sure I have them again for tomorrow as well. That's going to be, those are just some little sneak peekies for tomorrow's Lawn Fawn release. Donna says cute little lemons. Yes. So we've got strawberries, we've got lemons. All we need is some chocolate to drizzle over top, and I think we would be good to go. All right, so that is tomorrow. Next up, we've got some Gina K. We did do some restocks on Gina K, but also brought in a few individual goodies as well. This is birthday sprinkles. I'm showing you here the stamp and die bundle. So happy birthday, and it's your birthday. That coordinates with those sentiments. But we do have the stamps as standalone as well. This middle time of year where we're not quite ready for Christmas yet, but spring and summer is in full swing. You're going to see a lot of companies coming out with birthday stuff, and I think a lot of companies maybe started right around this time as well. And so a lot of people are celebrating. I know Sprouldbinders just celebrated a birthday. I believe Catherine Pooler is celebrating a birthday. And who knows? There could be other birthday. I think, is it Trinity? Trinity might be also celebrating a birthday. So you might see lots of birthday stuff coming out. Alan's asking, did I just miss cuteness? You just missed a sneak peek of cuteness. More cuteness will be coming tomorrow. So here we got picture perfect greetings. Hope your birthday is picture perfect. Oh, snap, I missed your birthday. Have a snappy birthday. Say cheese. You've captured my heart. You make me smile. And a few others. So again, it's got the coordinating die. And you can get the stamp on its own or the bundle. Matt says we're stockpiling any Christmas stuff that shows up. It's too early. Yes, we do actually have 2026 Christmas right here in the house. We're not showing it to you yet. And we've been placing orders for Christmas. So I'm just going to enjoy the sun, enjoy the summer, and just keep on going. Got a couple more things to share with you. We've got our friend Sean coming in the back door, picking up deliveries. So if you've got an order that you've been waiting for, it just might be out the door today. And then last but not least, we've got this sports set from Gina K. It's called All-Star Athletes Bundle. And look at all those sports. Pickleball, skating, running, tennis, lacrosse, hockey, baseball. You're an all-star cheering for you. Hey, sport, you're a winner. And once again, there's a die with the bundle, or you can get the stamp set on its own. So those are new from Gina K. That's my packaging from Lawn Fawn. We also restocked on some Concord and Ninth. So this month, Concord and Ninth did a direct-to-consumer warehouse sale. So there was no new release for us to order, but there were some items that sold out so very quickly, we didn't even have a chance to show you. So we brought them back in. Raise your hand if you play Mahjong or have ever heard of Mahjong. I know my mom is a big player. Darlene, I believe her family plays Mahjong. It is I believe it's Chinese tile game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong. But Christina Werner came out with a whole collection of Mahjong goodies that you are sure to want to see. Sorry, I'm just going to take a little sip of water. Okay, we've got the Easy Repeat tile background. This is a 6x6 stamp set, so you would use your stamping platform and stamp these all up. You could absolutely color these individually with your markers if you wish, or to make it easy, there is a tiles stencil pack that will help you color those all in, and you don't have to color them individually. All you have to do is pick the colors. Looks like 2 colors, a light shade and a dark shade. So 4 colors in total, and that will have you all colored in. Donna says her hubby plays. So Donna, you might want to pick up some of these. You make me tile stamps. So these are sentiments. You rack me up. Happy new card. Tile, we meet again. Here's to losing every game. This one is does have a coordinating die to cut out all of these sentiments. There is the Mahjong tiles die. It's got good luck, and then it's got the, well, 3 tiles and a solid background to help you build them. This is called the Easy Repeat Colette tile background stamp. I'm not 100% familiar as to why this goes with this set, but I'm guessing that maybe on the back of the tiles, this is the pattern, or maybe the board. I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody out there can help fill me in. But that even just as a pattern, if you're not into Mahjong but you want a really cool pattern, this is a fun background stamp set, 6x6 that you can get. And last but not least, there is the Sommage dies. So the 2 sentiments are thank you so much and love you so much. Just a little punny play on words there. So those are actually restocks, but new to most of you from Concord and 9th. Okay, next basket. Who wants to see a demo? You want to see a demo? Darlene and I were playing with something today, and I want to share it with you. Especially if I drop it. All right. So once upon a time, we had this glue called Helmer's 450. It is a super strong, quick dry adhesive. Now it says quick dry. It's not instantaneous. I will tell you that, and I will explain more in a little bit. This is a general purpose, a crystal clear, quick drying, machine washable, so you could use it on fabric, acid-free glue. Many of our customers and our friend Deanna out in British Columbia use this for gluing onto glitter paper. Glitter paper can be notorious for not accepting glue, not accepting tape, not accepting any adhesive, and the 450 was a glue of choice for many of you. Excuse me. But then they stopped making it. So it has been, I'm going to say, at least a year since we have been able to get this glue. Well, our friends out in Shannonville at XTC Crafts, they have been working really hard to work with a different supplier to provide us with a very similar, if not almost identical glue. And it's finally here. Finally here. So we have the Collall, I think that's how it's pronounced, all-purpose glue. Now, I am going to say Collall has a second glue that we brought in called the Tacky Glue. Tacky Glue is white, and I would compare it to the Scotch Tacky Glue that we used to carry and sometimes have in small quantities. But this one here, the all-purpose glue, is the sister to the quick dry adhesive. Now, I do not have a piece of cardstock handy, but I do have computer paper. So let me just grab a sheet of computer paper from our little notepad. And I'm going to fold it up a little bit just so it's a little bit thicker. Let me show you what these are. And again, we did try it out. We did this morning, and we took some glitter paper, we took some other paper, and you cannot get anything off. Now, I did not find it quick drying. That's the one thing that I found, because and you'll see why in a second, it gets very, I'm going to say stretchy. So it takes a little while before it really becomes a good solid fix. But it's only if you really try to pull it off. Once it is fully set, like you have some good, and the only reason why I'm getting my finger underneath there is because there's no glue there. So it does work really well. Really impressed with it. I do have some glitter pieces here, but let me just show you here on the paper first. Now this is the 450. This is the old one. We joke that we can take this glue and sell it on Amazon for like $500,000. And I should have gotten a paper towel. But when this glue comes out, Darlene describes this as hot glue gun without the heat. So it comes out in this clear bead. You can see how nice and thick it is. And even though the tube can be a little bit difficult to squeeze, you can get a good amount of glue out there. One of the downsides, 450 is smelly. It does have a very strong chemical smell to it. And that is one thing we noticed with the Kalal. Very little smell. Now, if you unscrewed it and you took a deep breath, which is not what I recommend, yeah, there's a smell to it, but it's not nearly as intense as the 450 is. Now, what I'm going to tell you before I squeeze it out, and you will see for yourself, we found the Kalal to be a little bit runnier. So where this is still really holding its dimension there, this one here squeezes easier and comes out looser. So you do have to be a little bit more careful when you are using this. Let me see if I can do it again up here. So it does come out much quicker, a little bit looser. So you do have to be careful when you are squeezing it out, but same grade hold, works well on glitter paper here. So again, if I just take this little scrap here, you don't need a lot, to the point where I'm barely squeezing it all. And then use your nozzle to kind of spread it around. Doesn't have quite the same stringy glue. So again, like a hot glue gun where you get strings, the Helmer 450 used to be very stringy. This one is not nearly as stringy. And look, now, of course, it's still wet, so of course I'm going to be able to pull it up. I'm not going to try and show you, but trust me that working on glitter paper, especially, or holding gems and that kind of thing, this is a fabulous new glue. So I see Donna chiming in here. I know we sent an email to a couple of other customers who have been waiting for this for a very long time. The Kalal all-purpose glue is what you want to get to replace your Helmer's 450. And then if you want, you can use the tacky glue for other purposes as well. This one says that it's good for textiles, which we interpreted to be fabric, paper, cardboard, textile, ceramic, plaster, rhinestones, wood, leather, plastic, styrofoam, etc. So that is another option for you as well. All right, that is our new glue. What do I have next here? Be careful, I'm going to take this and throw this right in the trash right now because we don't want glue on anything that doesn't need glue. And I still got Helmer strings on me here. Okay, moving right along because time is a ticking. New goodies from Spellbinders. Woo woo, woo woo. We have from Simon Hurley, we have the this is called cascading dots. So you've got great big fat dots up here that go down to little teeny tiny Swiss dots down here at the bottom. This is a 3D folder which will create amazing backgrounds. And then there is the coordinating layered cascading dots. So what you would do is you would put this through your embossing machine or your die cutting machine with the embossing folder, get all of your raised surfaces, and then this can layer over top so that you can color in those dots, rainbow colors, solid colors, ombre, what have you. Or put this aside, just use the stencil and get that beautiful gradient of large to small circles for your background. These are sold individually. They are also sold as a bundle, but I think we only have one bundle left. So this is a great staple to have in your stash. I'm going to close these glues up. I realize I did not close them, or they're going to dry out. That one's closed. Okay. We also have from Simon Hurley the wild cone flowers. I love coneflowers. I've got a little batch of them in a corner in my garden. Every year I say I need to get more and then don't. So maybe paper coneflowers are more my speed. But these are some nice big flowers that you could have. And just by changing up the color, you can make them look more like a sunflower, or I believe the ones I have in my garden are red. I've seen pink. There's lots of different colors of coneflowers depending on what subspecies of coneflower you've got. So that is beautiful from Simon Hurley. I know we're a little bit early for this, but they are hard to find, so we're going to put it out there. We found a Hanukkah stamp from Hero Arts. It's called Happy Hanukkah. It's got your menorah, it's got your stars, it's got some great little sentiments. So if you are someone who needs a Hanukkah stamp for the upcoming season, this is a fun new set. Or I don't think it's new. I found it kind of in a deep dark circle of a corner of the Spellbinders and Hero Arts website, but it's new to us, so call it new. We have restocked up on the handicraft tool set. So this one had the nudger, the pokey tool, the pickup tool, the tweezers, and then the extra tips for your pickup tool. And last but not least, who remembers the Roadster collection from last year, the classic cars? Well, Mindy Egan has come out with Classic Cars 2.0, and it is sure to be a big hit. Again, we have bundles for these, but the individual items, we've got the sedan street cruiser, which to me, and this is going to date me and my kids, looks like Doc Hudson from the movie Cars. And she's got lots of great little etched lines on here that really give it some character. So it's been really well designed. Then there is your Grease Lightning Hot Rod Flames. Look at that guy. Now I want to sing that song. Not going to do it so I don't get copyright infringement. But that Grease Lightning flame is super fun. There is the Road Trip Adventures Stamp and Die set. Got your Route 66. It's got a postage stamp. It's got a little passport style stamp. You're built for greatness, fueled up and ready to celebrate. Friends for the long haul. You bring sunshine to every stretch of the road. And then last but not least, and I believe there was a stencil in Mindy's collection last year, but these scenic stencils have been really super popular. This one is called Highway Horizons Desert. I'm just going to show you the back. Look at that. It is absolutely stunning. You can have a lot of fun creating scenes for your hot rods and playing with that. So that is new goodies from Spellbinders. Darlene and I are going to be in trade show on Monday. Yes, Christmas. Yes, Ellen, Halloween. And oh my stars. I was talking to Erin at Spellbinders today and she said Halloween is going to be hot this year. Across the brands, across the industry. So if you love Halloween the way Ellen loves Halloween, though I'm not sure that too many people love Halloween the way Ellen loves Halloween, but even just from Spellbinders and Hero Arts, oh my stars, hold on to your seats. Okay, who wants some more paper? Who wants some more paper? Okay. Minte. It's been a little while since we've had some new stuff from Minte. So this box has made Sue and Darlene very happy, and I think it's going to make all of you very happy as well, or at least many of you. So art journaling. Art journaling has been one of those things that has been very on trend, and lots of people are dabbling in this whole art journaling realm. Art journaling can mean a lot of things. It could be actual journaling. It could be just layering. It could be just creating little pieces of art with your tools, your stamps, your dies, your paper. Well, Minte has come out with 4 pads of paper that they call Art Journal Essentials. I'm going to lay the 4 of them out and then we'll talk about each one of them. So we have Ink Aura, Definitely some Halloween vibes, fall vibes, good stuff there. Great colors. So that's Ink Aura. Darlene's favorite by far, the Violet Whispers. So pretty. We've got Calm and Cozy. These are some beautiful vintage and I don't want to say nautical, but they've got some beachy, you know, those teals and those sandy browns and those coral pinks. And then lastly, Peachy Breeze. So you can see from these that they are much more of a, I'm going to say scene. I don't think that's the right word, but it's not a pattern. It definitely has some key graphic elements. And then you could take this and you could add little pieces onto it, or you could fussy cut them out. This window is definitely speaking my name. I love a good ocean view coming out my window. I could just sit in front of that window all day long. But then there's also just some more, again, generic is not the right word, but some more scenic, some more foundational pages in here as well. And then look at that beautiful, beautiful image. So these are absolutely stunning. Personally, my style of crafting, I'm not sure I would know what to do with this, but Darlene has really been playing with the art journaling. We've got some ideas on bringing some classes to this. But if you just want to play, if you just want to create for the sake of creating, these pads are amazing. So they are 6x8 size. There are 24 sheets, 12 designs. So that to me means you get 2 of each design if I'm reading this properly. And it is a 250 GSM, which it is a heavier weight paper. I would not necessarily say it's as heavy as a 49 a market, but pretty close. Heavier to me than a like an Echo Park or a Simple Stories paper. But four gorgeous collections to choose from, color palettes to choose from, for fussy cutting, for building on, for adding paste and all kinds of goodness to that. So those are the Art Journal Essentials from Minte. It is a new element for them, and it'll be really interesting to see where they go with these and what kind of things they add to it. I was speaking with one of our customers earlier this afternoon. She said, I really wish they'd come out with ephemera for it too. Let's get them started. Let's see how they work, and then maybe ephemera will follow. All right, we also have 2 paper collections, full traditional collections from Minte. These are only collections and then accompanying pieces. So we have family stories. You've got your clocks and your vignettes and your frames and some beautiful florals. A nice little kitchen scene here. Look at those shutters. That would look really nice with the window that was in this set. So beautiful colors, very, very similar color palette to this Peachy Breeze. So for sure you could mix and match. We've got these are called die cuts, awesome die cuts. I think that speaks for itself. There is the 6x8 pad. Again, so there's 8 designs, 3 of each. And I love that I can flip through these. Fussy cutting sheets. They are not punched out. They are fussy cutting sheets. But I know many of you would have hours of fun cutting these apart. Oh, look at that knit or stitched collage there. So super, super pretty. There is also an 8x8. So it looks like to me, and I see Darlene in the comments here, so Darlene, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The 8x8 is similar to the 12x12, same patterns, so on and so forth, with the bonus fussy cutting elements. The 6x8 is an add-on, so it does have some additional patterns, those die cuts and some extra, so kind of like their patterns and solids, as opposed to being the main collection there. We have stickers. There's looks like 2 different sticker sheets. There is the elements, which is all of the icons, and then there is the words. So that is Family Stories. And then we have Summer Highlands. This one's a really interesting one to me. So you've got your poppies. You've got your wood grain, we've got guitars and some outdoorsy stuff, and then we have some cows in here as well. Again, there is a bonus fussy cutting sheet. That doesn't tell you very much, it's just a map on the back, but some really fun kind of outdoorsy goodies. Darlene says, yes, 8x8 is similar to 12x12, 6x6 coordinates with it, so not the same. Here is that 8x8, and maybe this is going to give us a better set. So we've got some gorgeous views. There's that bonus fussy cutting. There's the cow in the window. Mountain scenes. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. And there we got strawberries again. A little bit reminiscent of Nature's Haven from last year, but different at the same time. Look at these little bitty cut-aparts. They look to me to be like a 2x3, but can't even, because if this is 8 divided by 3, you do the math. Look at that wreath. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is the 8x8. Your 6x8 is that accompanying. So some wood grains, some boots and hats, field of poppies. If Darlene buys this pack, I may have to steal a poppy sheet from her. When we were in England and went to Stonehenge, I have a gorgeous shot of Stonehenge with a little cluster of poppies in the foreground. That I think is one of my favorite photos of the trip. Oh, there's some more strawberries. And lots of goodness in here. So that is the 6x8. We have your die cuts. Yes, Donna, this is absolutely gorgeous. I am loving it. And then our stickers. So there you go. That is new from Minte, the 4 art journaling pads, as well as the 2 full collections. All right, how are we doing here? You guys sick of me yet? Not quite done yet. We still got more. But wait, there's more. And the bin falls down. There we go. Okay, let's move on to some more stamps. And these ones, these ones are going to make you laugh. I will warn you in advance, you will either love these or you will not love these. I'm not going to say you're going to hate them, but they have a very unique style. So this is a brand new company to us. Brand new company to one of our suppliers. They are from, where did we decide they were from? They are from the Netherlands, and they're called Vassen Creative, V-A-E-S-S-E-N. Let me sort these a little bit because some are a little quirkier than others. Let's start with the not quirky. So we've got some beautiful florals. So this one is called Bloom and Zoom. And yes, you've got your florals here. You've got a little partial frame, but that partial frame is a standalone stamp. So you can make whichever kind of vignettes that you want to on your project. This one I love. This one's almost like a background stamp. It is called, oh, it's also Bloom and Zoom. So Bloom and Zoom must be the collection. Flower Square Edge is the stamp. This one is called Background Flowers. And then this one is called Flowers Round Edge. So you've got your circle with your flowers, you've got your square with your flowers, but the stamps are individual, so you could build whatever clusters in these spaces that you want. Donna has already found these, and she's saying that she can't wait to pick them up, and here they are. Here they are. This is also part of the Bloom and Zoom collection, which is interesting. So this first one is called Fly. Not fly in the air, fly the bug. Little flies, quirky little faces. Here's a little sad guy. And yes, that is poop. If you ever wanted a poop stamp, this is the set to get. Hope your birthday is super fly, not feeling so fly, you're so fly, poop happens, keep calm and buzz on. We then have butterfly. So we've got the caterpillar, then we've got the caterpillar in the cocoon, and then we've got the butterfly. Flap day, be your own kind of butterfly, just need to cocoon for a bit. Donna says, because poop happens. It certainly does. And then this one is Firefly, and he's a little bit quirky as well. You light up my life. You've got the little mason jar. I'm here when you need a light bulb. Just keep on glowing. I think the sentiments really make those as well. So those are just super fun. You could have fun coloring them. You could use them as black and white on like a mixed media background. Definitely the opposite of what we just saw with Minty. These are not pretty at all, but man, they make me smile. So, and if this is not your style, no worries, because we've just shown you lots and lots of other goodies that are sure to meet what you need. So those are new from Vassen Creative from the Netherlands. Moving along internationally to Belgium, we have a new collection from Creatief Art, and you guys absolutely love the first collection we brought in. This one is called In Loving Memory. So yes, 100% these are sympathy, memorial type cards and projects. So this is, I believe this is the card kit because it feels like there's stuff inside. So you can use these backgrounds and the die cuts and the sentiments here to build 4 cards. They are punch out, no scissors required. So for those of you who don't like the fussy cutting, this one is for you. Could be icing for a cupcake as well if you're referring to the poop. Absolutely. There's or whipped cream or, and all of those things. So lots of options if you don't want to use it as poop. We then have the creative cutouts, which are the little backgrounds that you then add the die cuts to. So this, and they might not be exactly the same, but this gives you everything. This gives you your different elements so that you can pull them together. And then we have 2 sets of the decoupage layering pieces. So with this, you would take this candle and layer it onto here. Then you would take the lilies, and you'd have to find all how they all fit together. But you could really create some beautiful dimensional elements with that. So that one is the candles, and then this one is a little bit more floral. So if you need, unfortunately, to make something more in the memorial or sympathy realm, then this collection, In Loving Memory from Creatief Art, could work for you. Okay. One last paper collection, then I'll do some quick announcements and we will finish off with this week's deal of the week. If you caught my live last night, you already know what this is, but shh, don't spoil the surprise. Okay, last but not least, we have a new collection from Paper Rose. And this one is very striking. It is called Ink and Ivory. And I know we've been talking in this, again, could be used for a memorial, could be used, add some gold and some bling, could be used for a wedding scenario, could just be used for someone who is doing vintage or heritage style memory keeping. But look at how beautiful all of these florals are. So really, really stunning, really, really striking with the black. Personally, I likely would not add any more black to this. I would pull the creams or the golden browns here as your matting, or you could bring in a dark solid color to add some brightness to it, or just let your photos do the talking. So that is the paper collection. We do also have the basics, which really aren't basics, but they do have some great additional supporting patterns. This one here is 12 double-sided, 2 each of 12 designs. So front and back, this one is the same, 2 each of 12 designs. Then we have the same thing in your 6x6. We do have the Quick Cards collection. So this one has your pop-out die cuts. It has your paper. It has all kinds of great elements. And it's got that beautiful varnish finish to them that adds you some dimension and some texture to your elements. We have the Quick Cards die cuts. So this one has die cuts and paper. This one is just the die cuts. And we have embossed die cuts as well. So wow, we started our hour today with bright and colorful and cheerful Doodlebug, and we are ending with this rich and sophisticated and dark, but in a good way, ink and ivory collection with Paper Rose. And I think today we definitely had a little bit of everything else in between. So all of that goodness, all of those phenomenal things you will find in the June new arrivals on our website. I am going to switch to our announcements. Timeless Harmony with Deanna. I believe Darlene shared with you the Timeless Harmony collection from, I was going to say Spellbinders. It's not. It's Simple Stories last week. I need to submit my numbers tomorrow, so if you have not signed up for this class, go and do it now. We will not be ordering many, if any, extras. So if you want to get into this class with Deanna on July 25th, now is the time to go and register on our website. There is a banner on the homepage. We do also have our Christmas Kickstart event that we are doing pre-registration for. I've already submitted final numbers, and registration is filling up on this. I am very excited, or hopeful. I am excited, but I'm also hopeful that I will be able to share with you the paper for this collection very soon. I'm hoping to get some photos very soon because it is stunning. It is very outdoorsy and rustic, and I think a lot of people will love it. There will also be an exclusive die and an exclusive stamp set included in your kit, not to mention the 10 hours of classes. That's 5 classes of 2 hours each from each one of us store owners, as well as the 5 45-minute inspiration sessions. If you really need some help getting started for Christmas, this is the class to take. I'm going to come back to my desktop just for a second. Darlene has also opened up registration for her mini album Big Fun Club. I know some of the members are here in the chat already, and it is always a good time. 3 classes, 1 a month for 3 months. It's the second Friday of every month, and it is an access-only pass, so you can use your own stash if you want. But if you don't want, here is just a little sneak peek of the collection that Darlene will be using. Wendy's asking, what is the cost of Kickstart? I'm not going to quote you because my memory isn't the greatest, but there is a banner on the homepage. So if you go to the website and just click on it, I want to say it's either 85 or 89. I just can't remember where we landed on that. So please just go and double check that on the website, Wendy. But for 10 classes, 10 hours of classes, $89 even at that would be a great steal. So back to Darlene's class. She is absolutely taking new members, and I know many of her regulars have already signed up for the next quarter. But every month you get at least 2-hour class with Darlene, and you learn about flips and flaps and small format memory keeping. Oh, thank you, Darlene. $84.99 for Kickstart there, Wendy. If you love Darlene's classes, like I know many of you do, then definitely go and get signed up for her mini album Big Fun class. So much fun. Okay, back to our announcements. We talked about Kickstart. The Great Ontario Shop Hop is on now. We have had 1 or 2 groups through. We've sold some passports. It is a great way to get out there and see our province, and go visit 3 other stores as well as us, your favorite store, and save 15% at each one of those places. If you have questions about this is our 4th year doing the shop hop. If you have any questions, just give us a shout. We would love to have more shop hoppers out there on the roads. I know gas is expensive, but that's where you're going to grab your crafty friends and go on a road trip. All right. Here's one piece of news for this weekend. We are having our next reusable tote bag day. There will be a rise and shine at 8:30 until 10. And if you come shopping during those hours, you get 15% off if you bring your canvas reusable tote bag. Let me go around. Oh, you can't even see me because I haven't switched the screen. This is what our tote bag looks like. It is the fabric. You may have the older version that has our older logo. That will also work. But bring this to get your discount, and come and see us on Saturday. We will have coffee on Saturday. I have to call and talk to Velvet Sunrise, who is right here in our complex, get some coffee brought in, but come and see us, come do some shopping, and have a great day. If you can't make it before 10, no worries. The discount does reduce to 10% after that, but still bring your bag, still come have some goodies, come see all these great samples that the team has up, and let's have some fun. Ellen said you had me at coffee, and Ellen, if you cannot find your passport, let us know and we can figure something out for you. All right, that's Rise and Shine. And last, but certainly not least, if you caught my live last night, you know that our deal of the week is card kits. I'm going to walk over and grab the samples that I forgot to grab. $10 for a card kit is a steal and a half. Plus, I have samples to share with you as well. All right, let's come back to the desktop. And these are what the fun little card kits look like. So Paige Evans, this one is called Adventurous. We've got Woodland Grove from Maggie Holmes. So these are all some from the American Craft Designers. We have Bow Bunny Brighton. Again, some just beautiful, beautiful collections. We've got Forever Fields, also from Maggie Holmes. So that goes there. We have Chamel's Reason to Smile. This is the one I used last night, and I think we only have 2 left. So if you want that one, then you want to go and grab it right away. We have Charmed by Bow Bunny. So much more of your vintage kind of looking stuff. We have Jen Hadfield's, which for whatever reason is in a different kind of package, but still the same idea. You get 20 cards for each of 5 designs. You get envelopes, you get foam squares, you get stickers, you get ephemera, you get so much stuff. So those are all $10. And we also have these box sets. So these ones are just card bases. There's no stickers or anything else, but they are cards and envelopes. We have gold and we have silver. And we have 2 left of the solids in rainbow color. I didn't grab that to bring it over, but lots of fun there. So let me show you what I did after I make some space. $10 for 20 cards. That's 50 cents a card. I don't know how you could go wrong with that. Let me show you my project from last night first and foremost. So absolutely, you can do these as cards, 100%. But you can also use them for other things. So last night on Learning Live, and if you missed it, then make sure you go back to our YouTube channel and go back to the past, just from last night. not far in the past, not way back in Time Machine Land, but I created a little accordion folio. So I used a larger envelope. This is not the envelope that came in the kit. Had to go a little bit bigger because it was thicker, but I made this little envelope carrier, and you pull this out, and then here is the accordion. Doesn't even fit on my screen. And I've gone in and I have added a few more embellishments on here since last night. And I also did the back side. So I also used some rub-ons. They were not included in the kit, but we've got them for $5 in our special buy section. And I think that's all. And I added the little stickers. So I used some of these Kiss Cut acetate stickers on here as well. Which one here? Good times are ahead. So you can make a really cute, really fun little accordion album just by attaching the cards together and then decorating it up with the card kit. So that is the card kits, and then those card boxes. I pulled out one of our topper sets. This one was, does it have a name? Flowers in watering can. And I sat and made up the toppers, but then I added them to these card bases. So there is one card that just says hello, so I added some enamel dots and a rub-on there. Here I added a sticker from those box sets called saying besties. And so there's one pattern there that is that silver diagonal stripe, added some enamel dots. Here is a fun floral background, you and me, and some enamel dots. I think this one is one of my favorites. I used the white sticker on the silver, but just clean and simple and easy. Easy to put those cards together. If you are going to a wedding or a bridal shower, you can make up a whole bunch of thank you cards really easily for the bride. This one I literally just put the topper on there. And then I also brought in some die cut ovals. Live fully, celebrate, happy birthday. And then this one I just added a sentiment on there, you make me smile. And folks, you make me smile. So thank you for joining me tonight. It was a lot to share with you and a lot of my voice, but I hope you found something that you liked, something that you need to add to your stash. Maybe found some inspiration, and at minimum, found your $4.50 replacement. That's it from me tonight. Tomorrow I will be back at sometime afternoon to share the Lawn Fun release, which goes live at midnight tonight, and will be live on our website as soon as we can put it live. Wishing you all a wonderful rest of your week. Have fun, enjoy the sunlight, and we'll talk to you soon.